Being a mom is something I'd wanted for a long time.
Yeah.
I am the very type A extra mom that cuts my kids' sandwiches into shapes based on the holiday. So when we got that call that Luca's newborn screen came back for cystic fibrosis, I remember feeling like my world had been flipped upside down.
You're scared, I think is the best way to put it. You're hoping for the best, but you're planning for the worst. I think that was our worry.
Sort of going back to that day when he first got his diagnosis, is I feel like someone took this book that I was given of like, this is what your life's gonna look like, this is motherhood, and took it and was like, just kidding, that's not the right book, and gave me a new one. And when I opened it, it's completely blank. There's nothing in it. When he was a baby, he spent the first almost 5 months of his life in the hospital. And just, seeing your little 2-month-old on a ventilator, when you're still mourning and processing the diagnosis of CF, and then seeing this, it was really, really hard not to feel like, how are we gonna do this? This is hard.
The one joyous time I can remember going through all this, we have a picture of him in a hospital bed giving the peace sign.
Yeah.
It's when we were doing his newborn pictures is when it was.
Yeah. It was almost like his little way of like, hey, I got this. Like, this is gonna be bumpy, but I got this. One thing that stands out in particular was Park's aunt actually said that she's confident that in his lifetime we'll find a cure, and that this will just be a bad day, that this won't be as heavy as it feels right now.
Well, experts call it a game changer. FDA has approved a new breakthrough treatment for cystic fibrosis.
Breakthrough drug.
Breakthrough treatment for cystic fibrosis
miracle drug, Trikafta.
So Trikafta came out, or was approved last spring for, I believe it's children 2 and older. We have seen amazing, amazing progress. All of these things that we're seeing, to me, are such a positive and such a ray of light. We picked his name, actually, because it means bringer of light, and he definitely is that.
His favorite thing is dinosaurs by far. Dinosaurs is his go-to.
His smile makes you feel like everything that is hard and worrisome kind of disappears, even if it is while he's getting into trouble.
Yes. I was gonna say, his smile it makes you forget what's going on. Yeah. You're like, okay, maybe everything's not terrible and we can get through whatever it is we need to get through.
Luca was, maybe 10 days old, and I went to the first Great Strides that year and met people that just were incredible, that wanted to create this community for us to all be together. And I remember from that moment just feeling like I had another family.
The foundation, it's such a tight-knit group.
We've seen firsthand what diving in has done for us and the community that it's created for us. And we encourage others to do the same, whether you have a connection with CF or not. But at the end of it, Trikafta, whilst it is a huge, huge innovation for cystic fibrosis, is not the end. It's not the cure. It's not the fix for everyone. Which is why things like the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation and their cause are huge, because there are still other things to be done. I want Luca to be able to hug and be around others that have CF. I would love for Luca to be able to meet them and see I'm not alone.
You want him to have the normalcy of everything, and being able to go to anything he wants to and not have to worry about it, bringing enzymes with him or bringing his vest with him, just go and do whatever he wants to do.
Mm-hmm. Like I said, having a child with cystic fibrosis and learning that was very much like being handed a book with blank pages and having to write it myself. And the amazing, amazing thing being part of the foundation and what they do, that we're all kind of walking towards that last page together. In those moments looking back, almost 6 years ago when he was diagnosed, how overwhelming that felt, but also how liberating it feels now of knowing that book that we threw out, you know, how much more amazing this one is. We know the ending of the story, that there is a cure for CF. It's not an if, it's a when, and then it will be soon.